Blacktown is 34 kilometres west of Sydney. The city has a compact, crowded central business district. This is the hub for shopping, public transport, entertainment, and in the past, for crime.
It's a very small geographic area, and that's why it was described, if you look at crime on a hotspot map, it's like my predecessor would refer to it as Chernobyl, because it was just almost a 1 kilometre radius, and that encapsulates the CBD.
When Mark Wright took over as the local area commander in 2008, one of the first things he discovered was that Thursday night was fight night.
It wasn't uncommon here to have up to 2,000 kids in and around the precinct here. A lot of these people were actually coming here for the purpose of fighting. So there may have been a dispute at school, or there may have been a dispute boyfriend-girlfriend, some relationship issue, and they would come to Blacktown on a Thursday night in particular to solve their differences. It wasn't out of control, but the potential was there, because when you get large numbers, it always has the potential to increase. It has the potential to get out of control.
There's a whole bunch of people, about hundreds of them, will just turn up just to see a fight.
19-year-old Savannah Chand was unemployed and bored and in the thick of it.
Black eyes, busted nose, broken jaw, ribs, just bruises everywhere, stuff like that.
The local shopping centre became a focal point for vandalism and theft. Some shoppers chose to stay away.
On Thursday nights and Saturday afternoons, I think it was a dangerous place to be.
Harry Bevitt runs a juice and coffee shop in the centre.
We were all scared. We had gangs jumping the counter in night time and stealing whatever they wasn't bolting down. Drinks, machinery, knives.
One of the most visible groups in the Blacktown community are the Sudanese. John Garang came to Australia 7 years ago and says cultural differences were behind much of the unrest here.
There were a lot of problems because between just youth from different communities, and in particular African youth with the Pacific Islanders community, and also the mainstream youth, because when we first entered the country, people thought that, these people, where did they come from?
So they all congregated here to start with.
The program Mark Wright developed to tackle the problems in the area is called Com4Unity. Its motto, connecting our minds for unity.
Some of the brawls would occur around here.
We launched a social cohesion project.
Step one was to meet with all the non-government groups working in the region and plan a coordinated approach.
Now, the mission of our Operation Mingle tonight is to provide a high visible and interactive coordinated approach utilising community leaders. You're working with the police or alongside the police.
Another initiative was to step up the police presence on the streets, but with community involvement. Tonight, officers are being joined on the beat by representatives of different cultural groups, among them John Garang.
You going to play soccer? What are you playing? Are you waiting for your friend? We have to teach the mainstream community our positive side of our history, that we are peaceful people and we need to coexist peacefully without any problem in the Australian community, because we are enjoying our freedom and there are no worries.
The whole thing is about building community. It's about that social cohesion, and the symbols are extremely important. The more they see us together, the more they see cops running around a paddock laughing, having a bit of fun, that's really important, and it really sends a strong image and a strong signal.
Mark Wright also discovered that many of the young people in the area were fanatical about dance, but their ghetto blasters and impromptu performances in the shopping centre weren't welcome, so he organised classes and more formal shows.
I just like dancing, and they gave us a chance to dance. With Com4Unity, Switch.
For Savannah Chand, the dance group Switch has provided a life-changing outlet.
There's a lot of things that they do for us, just to keep us out of trouble.
And where do you think you'd be if Switch and Com4Unity hadn't come along?
At the pub. To be honest, at the pub.
Com4Unity introduced a number of programs for young people, including employment workshops and a range of sporting activities. Gradually, things started to change. Fight night is now a thing of the past, and with the help of the Com4Unity program, Savannah Chand is just one of the locals who's found a job.
A lot has changed. Yeah, it's helped a lot. I think with that, especially the fighting, and there's really no more fighting around here, these areas anymore.
And why is that?
Because people have something to do nowadays, you know? There's a lot out there, you just got to find it. It's not going to come to you.
The gangs have gone, so I don't know where they've gone, but there's no trouble anymore in the centre, or even outside in the streets. You can walk middle of the night on a Thursday and you're not going to have any problems.
Crime within the CBD is falling. Is it dramatically falling? No. But street-level robberies, assaults, steal from persons have all decreased and continue to fall.
Before we get started, I'd like to welcome up onto the stage the founder of Switch, the man himself, Superintendent Mark Wright.
Mark Wright has become something of a local identity around Blacktown, and his program is now being looked at by police and community groups in other areas facing similar challenges.
As usual, we really appreciate the presence of the band.
Will it ever be over? Probably not. But if we can make the area more friendly, if we can make it more welcoming, people will return, people will spend their money, it helps the local environment, the local economy. It's a win-win.